Jesse Jackson, you are a jigaboo, but you are not transcending like Bill, Bojangles, Robinson, although you are definitely, and I mean definitely, a Benedict Arnault. So, before we rock and roll, I have some questions for you, homie. Like, where was your outrage and hate towards that St. Louis County middle school principal, Cedric Gerald, who's facing sex trafficking of a child, sexual exploitation of a minor, possession of child pornography, and 2 counts of statutory sodomy on a child? Wow. Why didn't you use your soldier abilities to punish St. Louis native Nico Cotton, who was charged with unaliving a 2-year-old baby and sexually assaulting that 2-year-old baby? You see, I know why. But later on, I'm gonna discuss some reasons why I believe that you are one hypocritical, brother polite type of a motherfucker man. Y'all are down witnessing. Foul, foul. A patriotic, barbaric warrior versus that emasculated cocksucker who's standing firm on his Black Lives Matter nonsense. You've written and produced film glorifying and exploiting black dysfunction, hoping to financially come up by selling poor black folk more violent content. Clearly, this soldier's not out here fighting wars. This fraud's a scammer, hustling black folk who's no different than a Patrice Cullors, Roland Morton, Boyce Watkins, or a Dr. Umar Johnson. So you meaning to tell me that you are the black father who told another black father that you would punch a hole through his baby's teeth? You told that black father F his mama, F his kid, nephew, and niece, and F his daughter that's 5. Those are your rhymes. You spit them and judge and by the wickedness in your rhymes. You are one hypocritical brother. Oh, man. Oh. You are one psychopathic, treacherous, cold-blooded killer, but only in your notebook of lies. I know this the first time this untamed mutt has stood tough in front of true alpha masculinity. Your aura is female energy, too much femininity. You soft with down low tendency, a wig splitter in your rhymes. But crime would have turned slime into a promiscuous lemon duty inside any hardcore maximum facilities. And you know it, face knowing that you are not this soldier you claiming you are. You are only portraying this image we know you ain't. This artist wouldn't pick up his tool and spray on this clown's face with a can of paint. Just think, graphic designer. The way every figure this artist chooses to draw arms on gets graphically erased. Mr. Shitface, who's advocating for clean drinking water in Africa. Hell, but not in the States. Coldwater Creek in the Westlake landfill, just around your way. So yes, it's been documented and proven, allegedly, that radioactive waste is pouring out of many St. Louis water faucets inside a lot of people's homes in the city you roam and stay. Just tells me that you are willing to die for Africa's issues, but wouldn't piss on fire to help your family, friends, nor loved ones inside of your hometown, city, village, or state. Today, I am treating battle rap like bait inside of a mousetrap, capturing all of the greedy rats to help me lure in all of you hiding snakes. G-Soldier, don't play. I know the weight of your name do not carry the Medal of Honor, the Bronze Star Medal, the Silver Star, nor the wounded or dealt Purple Heart honors, only buffoonery. And you complaining about what that white man has and hasn't done for you or your community, you clown. Stop the coonery. You goddamn right. I am patriotic, unlike any motherfucker breathing, regardless of what you, the media, the critics, or you pro-black scammers say. Think about me, because my ancestors were some of the most patriotic folk to walk the face of this earth. Say, soldier, tell me, why in the fuck wouldn't I be patriotic? So it's forever, thumbs up, peace, salute to the Harlem Hellfighters, the Tuskegee Airmen, and the Buffalo Soldiers that rest. I salute peace, love, respect to the Gullah Geechee warriors, the Field Negroes, Choctaw, Seminoles, Cherokee, and all of the black Vietnam warrior vets, because whether they were right or wrong, those melanated soldiers went to war to kill or be killed with no turning back, and gifted reality checks from European leadership they knew hated them. Say, soldier, I am willing to bet that you have never, ever experienced that type of PTSD trauma in your pathetic lifetime yet, dummy. So you can try letting your fist fly tonight, but find out you can't fight these punches. I have your head swelling up like a pumpkin, and if these hands don't finish you off, I will show you a pumpkin, leave you slumped and hung over, put to sleep snoring, and your puking piss drooling like some drunk man. So understand that on the East Boogie side of this city, that hide behind where you're from talk can get your shit pushed back. Your last words to be, I'm from St. Louis, pap, off the top of your dome, like an unwritten rap. Say, soldier, you better be very, very mindful of that fun fact. Yes, sir. Because bootlickers like yourself die 1,000 deaths, but warriors like me die once. So when I hit the battlefield running with sword and shield in hand towards my opponent, and after the blood spilling, I return home marching with sword and shield in hand. And if not marching, you better trust and believe that I am probably dead riding on it. But really, it's a goddamn shame and ignorant of you to take credit and claim for what you don't deserve and didn't earn by attaching the word soldier to the back of your name without you earning your battle scars, war wounds, nor a lifetime of having to deal with the mental, the emotional, or the physical pain. You see, they don't bury toy soldiers like you inside of Jefferson Barracks, homeboy, because fighting the real war is not at all fun and games. No need to explain. Man, I don't know what the hell this creep be on. Yeah, I heard your heart's in the good place, but you are steering the opposite of what you are preaching in your songs, because your body of work romanticizes hate, violence, and verbiage of you constantly talking about spraying your chrome. But the only time the streets will ever get to see this type of a soldier be active in a war zone is in Trigger Happy STL in a movie acting like you Sylvester Stallone. Poof, be gone, doo, doo, doo. Now burn in hell, you cocksucker, burn in hell.
I say, yo, Patriotic Clown face just tried to punk me. You right, you will never see me in Jefferson's barracks, because I'm God's soldier, not for this country. I say Patriotic Clown face always want to preach that we got to protect the babies. Now this subject amazed me, because the reason we even here in the first place is you representing a country and a government that neglect the 80s, where the fathers and mothers was distant. To get public assistance, fathers had to jet from babies. The projects was crazy. They put drugs in our neighborhoods and collect the savings. They dropped off crack rock that infect like rabies, where our people inject it daily and detect the cravings. All that poison in our hood, we couldn't smell the roses or inspect the daisies. He got the nerve to want us to go to the army and protect the Navy. But when blacks fight for this country, they try to suppress the bravery. They left us oppressed from slavery, call us rejects and lazy, deflect with maybes, give us crumbs, treat us like bums, and disrespect the ladies. So while you on this punk mission, I'm cut different. I want you to remember the cloth where they killed George Floyd. He was calling out for his mom. He couldn't breathe. I remember the cough. I'm from where Darren Wilson killed Mike Brown. I heard his mama screams. I vividly remember the loss, the death of Philando Castile. The cop, he got murdered. The cop shot bullets and kept sending them off. Man, you a Charlemagne donkey. That's why you a flunky for representing a country that let George Zimmerman off. But you want to talk about this, the land of opportunity, but brown people are stressed for days to rest in cage. They happen to resort to violence and poverty with a tech a gauge. Just because we live here don't mean we got to like it. He over here talking about we best behave while you just parade around in red, white, and blue on a quest to save, showing patriotism, standing for that Star-Spangled Banner. You hella fake, boy, you got to rest in rage. Oh, yeah. And while you standing for that, we can't forget how the third verse of that Star-Spangled Banner literally celebrates the death of slaves. Hold on, let me talk to him. I got to talk to you even more, bro. I say, look, you want to talk about this, the land of the free, home of the brave, just chill. Boy, you give me that KKK, Caucasian feel. You standing for a country that used slaves to build, whipped slaves until they was dazed and ill, where black women got raped, full of hate, their kids was taken still and had their natives killed, put in graves for real. Boy, you tested my patience, will, with those statements. Ill, you embrace the kills, face it. That Emmett Till, he was hated, it was tasteless, he was faceless still. I should make you face this still, because everything we're faced with still, they come and take and steal. In this country, I see nothing but racist faces still, so this whole nation feels like a plantation field. Boy, we still trying to get that reparation deal when they passed that desegregation bill. We marched through fire, through hatred, chill, with racial will and placement, while they tried to replace the field with sports and the fakest feel. I say I'm dissing this pump who listens to Trump in Black History Month. You see this black fist that we pump? It's willing to strike and it chains silent. It's like Thriller from Mike when we incite, because we had a right to remain violent. I'm in a fight with the same tyrants. I get in my squad, cars. We pull up, we train to shoot as we fight with the same violence. Or you can get hit with Mirandas. That means I will punch you with this left and then give you the right to remain silent. I say be quiet. Man, winning this battle, you don't have a fraction of a chance. This your casket in advance because I'm classic and advanced. This a black resistance stance like some massive system plans like those of active prison rents. I get active while you over here acting. This my act of wisdom chance. While you pour and you lift up signs and beg for change in the streets without the activism chance. I say I'm used to rhyming on vinyl, but I'm going mono and mono with Ronald McDonald. Battling me, boy, you should have used plan B like birth control, because my verse is cold. I'm the ringmaster of this circus, and your worthless, yo. I mean, she swallowed my balls. I think she swallowed my sword with the perfect stroke, because I go for the juggler. I burst and go. I wrap a tight rope around the neck, jerk it slow. Your trampoline from this fire round, then that curtain close, and then this cannon will knock the clown out of Jack like a circus show. So you won't listen, brother. You can't call me out on nothing talking about the mayor and protecting the babies in the community, because I'm the first with statements, no perpetrating. I got a program called Bars where I go into the schools and talk to the youth. I help them search for greatness. I got a film program where I teach them. I help them search for greatness. Boy, when the curtains plating, I pack motherfucking me. Oh, my bad. I was supposed to cut y'all. My bad. Let me rewind that back. I say, listen, you can't call me out on that because I'm the first with statements, no perpetrating. I got a program called Bars where I go into the schools and talk to the youth. I help them search for greatness. I teach them a film program. I get that purpose shaping and purpose by the other person hating. I make powerful music that mentors. When they say that church is basic, I write lyrics that have them cursing Satan when those serpents waiting who will lurk with hatred. I got a podcast where we talk about real issues that's worth debating. I shed light on black-owned businesses from being a journalist that's in circulation. I'm on the front lines as an activist when those burdens weigh in and that verdict tainted. I feed the homeless that's hurt and jaded. I'm not perfect, but I birthed a nation that's imperfect and its purse is blatant, and my verse is blatant while I'm killing the clown, impersonating in person because this person's vacant. So quit all that faking. And since you defending the leaders of this nation, let's switch to the next scene now. All them celebrities with rep scene proud, flying using those jet stream miles. How they prep teens, child, man, them wet dreams foul. Man, listen, bro, they was using fresh, clean towels for them sex scenes, wow. Making the sex scene wow. They probably suck, round them up, even this clown, and prep these trials and lock everybody up that was up in them Epstein files. I say, listen, Patriotic, we can relate to the ICE Minnesota murders. I mean, it's near to the town. I see fear in the crowd. That's why my peers on the ground. This Glock is near here, and it's fears with a crowd that will have you foam at the mouth from the first round like birds at a lounge, and have you gasping for air like the fear when you drown. That Glock hit you, it's hospitals. You appear in a gown, I appear with a crown and get cheers from the crowd. I will end on this note. I'm where the hero is found while you hide depression and pain behind a smile. Check out the tears of a clown. G Souldier.